You can basically beat three playing styles, the three meta playing styles, which are possession, long ball counter, and quick counter, right? Those are the three most used. Possession and LBC. You can beat quick counter by using LBC. You can beat LBC by using possession. If someone is using possession, you can beat him with possession. I have made my personal 2-in-1 meta tactic. First things first, Frank Rijkaard, the best manager. If you haven't watched the video, make sure to have a look at the video which I released recently. Basically, it's a hybrid tactic, you know, 2-in-1 tactic. Two of my meta tactics in one, which makes it the ultimate, the craziest meta tactic. 2-in-1 meta tactic, I call it. For 2 diamond lombo counter, and a sub tactic possession for 2-2. Both one of my most successful, I would easily say the top 3 effective tactics for me personally. And this in one tactic, which is insane. I'm gonna explain the playing styles you need for this tactic. First of all, a defensive goalkeeper, because I will mainly use lombo counter, which is still the meta at the moment, the most effective tactic available. If you do prefer playing possession from the start, go for an offensive goalkeeper, because with possession play you have a high defensive line, loads of space behind the defensive line. Go for an offensive goalkeeper that can cover the space behind the defensive line. And if you do start with lombo counter, just like me, go for a defensive one, and then go for at least one build-up player, and the other one can be a destroyer or an inactive play style, which I'm using at the moment, Irawan, which is a defensive fullback originally, but as a CB, he will have an inactive play style. On the right side, I have an attacking fullback. On the left side, a defensive fullback. Moving on to the midfield, Anchorman. You can go for an orchestrator, but when you do play possession, you will most likely need a Anchorman on DMF position. So Anchorman is the most ideal playing style. And then on the left side, go for a box-to-box, a player that constantly make runs forwards and backwards, supporting in both defense and attacking. And on the other side, a whole player that has the full proficiency on CMF as well. And then on the AMF, you can go for any playing style. Make sure it is from origin a winger. Neymar, Hazard can be the one. You can go for prolific winger, creative playmaker, or roaming flank, as you wish, to use on the left or right side. And then you can go for a fox in the box or goal poacher on CF. It just depends what you prefer. And on the other side, you can go for an exceptional player such as Messi with an inactive play style. Personally, I would go for a deep line forward and goal poacher, which is my most successful combo up front in a 2 CF system. And then switching over to the sub tactic. And this is how it looks like. And now you see why I'm using from origin a winger on AMF position and a whole player on CMF on the other side. And then I will explain why I'm using an attacking fullback on the right side instead of the left. So basically you can also flip the whole formation. You can also go for a right winger and AMF on the other side and then an attacking fullback on the left. It depends what players you have in your squad. I've gone for Philip Lahm, attacking fullback. He will constantly make those runs, overlapping runs, filling up the space which the AMF is leaving as a whole player. As a whole player is running into this box, you know. So there will be loads of space for the RB to take over in ball position. And on the left wing, for the variation, you need a player on the wings to have an extra passing option. And the box-to-box drops down a little bit, goes more central in this setup. So, and then the instructions for the sub tactic first, none. If you do make use of a target man, a taller target man, such as Drogba as a CF, you can go for counter target just to have an extra option. When all your passing options are getting blocked, you can still pass it in the air. And for the main tactic, the individual instructions, the same. If you do make use of a deep line forward on CF, one of the 2 positions, then make sure to use counter target on the deep line forward to make optimal use of his running behavior. Yeah, so when do you make use of long ball counter? First of all, you can go back to the basics, which I mentioned earlier. Use long ball counter when your opponent is making use of quick counter, because in general, long ball counter beats quick counter. From all those years I played eFootball, starting from eFootball 2022, long ball counter 90% beats quick counter. When do you make use of the sub tactic, which is possession in this game plan? Use possession game when your opponent is making use of long ball counter. For me personally, also possession game, maybe like 80% beats long ball counter. And if your opponent does make use of possession game, don't start with long ball counter, play possession game as well. Then it will become 50-50. And with out wide, I would also play possession game. So you will never be in disadvantage. And the only manager that is able to do it is Frank Rijkaard. Long ball counter 88 and possession game 88. Simple as that, man. And that's it. That's the 2-in-1 tactic. I need to know, what is he playing? Once again. He's playing low ball counter, so we're gonna switch again to possession to get the advantage. Thank you, bro. Patrick Vieira. Garrett Bale. 1-2. Garrett Bale, he's a beast. He is a beast in the blink of an eye. Double touch. Garrett Bale is phenomenal. And we got a rage quit. Let's go. Oh, we're playing against the same possession guy. Hey. Hey. The last game we played against him, we drew 0-0. But now, I got Rijkaard. Let's see if it's actually working. Quick counter. Okay, so stick to Lombo counter. Okay, I will stick to Lombo counter, boys. Oh, Cruyff. He should have stick to Luis Roman. Play possession, bro. Back to Eden. Aye, too late. Come on, Eden. Oh, belly goal. This Van Basten is so agile for a CF. Sorry, brother. Sorry. Philip Lahm, of course, losing an aerial against Villa. What a block. Eden. Marco van Basten, don't move your goalkeeper, brava. Possession. I can do the same, bro. Possession game. Oh, that outside killer was not necessary, but we'll take it. You deserve that one. Estoy aquí.